First point, after urination, wash the urinary organ with water. After urination, genital area should be washed with cold water without fail. This eliminates the possibility of accumulation of filth. Pouring cold water over the area contracts the kidney and ejects the leftover urine, sediments, etc. It thus empties the bladder and cools the heated area. Heat can cause excessive stimulation of the lower chakras, sexual aggravation, genital diseases, and taking energy away from higher pursuits. Cleansing of sediments does not allow formation of stones in the kidney, which is otherwise most likely. In the event of non-availability of water from outside, water in sauced manjusa should be used for washing the genital area. Second point, males should either be circumcised or keep the foreskin pulled back at all times. The front portion of the urinary organ remains covered with skin. Urine's sediments gradually accumulate there. This results in some serious venereal diseases. Therefore, males should clean and pull back the foreskin regularly so as to prevent the accumulation of urine sediments. Third, never cut the hair of the joints of the body. Of all the joints in body, joints at armpit and thigh are of utmost importance. These joints facilitate body movements, so hold significant place. Nature has gifted these joints with hair that are essential for the preservation of body heat, such as they should not be shaved off, rather they should be preserved with proper cleanliness. Joint hair should be cleaned with soap daily and oiled with coconut oil. It is important to dry the joint hair and comb it after bathing to prevent such diseases as ringworm. 4. Males should always use Laungotá. Males should wear a Laungotá to protect the genital area, prevent excessive sexual stimulation, and divert the seminal flow. Wearing the Laungotá throws outwards of the possibility of hydrocele. It aids in firmly holding away evil thoughts from mind. It is prohibited to practice asanas without Laungotá. Similar is the rule with Tandava dance. There are people who put on underwear instead. It, however, lacks the benefits of Laungotá. Women should wear bra and underwear to protect the genital area, prevent excessive sexual stimulation, and prevent infections. Laungotá, bra, and underwear should be cleaned regularly and changed daily, and of course should not be shared with others. 5. Do Vyapak Shaucha as directed. Vyapak Shaucha wards off laziness and tiredness. Excitement of organs is quietened, body becomes agile, and stamina increased. Vyapak Shaucha is thus catalytic to sadhana. It purifies and refreshes the sensory as well as motor organs. Vyapak Shaucha is essential before performing sadhana, eating, or sleeping. The Vyapak Shaucha thus involves all these atoms together. Pouring cold water first over the genital area, then from the knees to the toes, from elbows to the fingers, while holding water in the mouth, splashing the eyes with cold water 12 times, taking water into the nose gently and outing it through the mouth. This is called nasapan. It prevents cold or reduces its severity and increases eyesight. Nasapan is one of the 6 secrets of longevity. Cleaning throat with middle finger, scraping tongue if possible, cooling ears and back of neck with wet hands. 6. Bath according to the prescribed system. Bath should be taken before meals. Bath is serialed earlier to food in the 16 points, signifying former's greater importance. It must, therefore, be taken before meals. If missed for some reasons before breakfast, if one forgoes bath, he should skip meal as well. In any event, food should follow bath. However, missing a meal doesn't compensate the loss one suffers due to non-bathing. Body is not harmed as much by abstaining food as by avoiding bath. Bath is more important than food. Pitriyagya is to be performed compulsorily after taking bath, but before toweling the body. It is performed facing the sun. When sun is not available, electric light or any other source of light can serve the purpose. When light rays fall on the water particles on the wet body after bath, they generate electric waves which are highly beneficial for the body. Pitriyagya is performed in a particular posture. The posture activates the organs and enables electric waves to permeate the whole biological structure. In several instances, hurry or idleness transforms bath into a mere formality. If the dirty substance on the skin is not rubbed out, the purpose of bath remains unfulfilled. It is crystal clear now that bath includes 3 distinct stages. Only then it called bath. The stages are: first, procedure of bath; second, full bath; and third, pitriyagya. None is avoidable as their collectivity alone deserves the name bath. 7. Take only Sa'ttvika sentient food. Food is of 3 kinds: sentient, mutative, and static. The food which is good for the body and mind is sentient food. Mutative food is good for the body and neutral for mind. Neutral for body and harmful to mind is static food. Obviously, sentient food is the best. Food is eventually converted into cells after undergoing several internal processes. Sentient food creates sentient cells and static food static cells. Needless to say, mind functions with the assistance of these cells. Mutative food brings about fickleness of mind and creates hurdles in mental concentration. Sentient food restrains the extroversial movement of mind and aids in concentrating mind during sadhana. Sadhakas should take sentient food as a rule. All are not equal or same even amongst humans. Some are predominantly static, others mutative, and still others sentient. They have to take their food accordingly. Human mind gradually becomes subtler by dint of sadhana. Harm is bound to be caused if subtle and pure food corresponding to the subtlety of mind is avoided. 8. Observe a fast as prescribed. Though fast can be observed any day by remaining without food and spending time in the addition of God, yet which day is best suited for the purpose is a subject of deep consideration. During the period from the 11th day to 15th day, after every new moon and full moon, the moon comes closer to earth. Attraction of moon increases the amount and rise of liquid substance on the earth. Human body too contain aqueous substances. In the event of consumption of food and water on the day, there is greater increase in the liquid substances of body with consequent vigorous rise. This impairs the health of body. Presence of any material inside body in excess to the required amount has harmful effects on the health. Hence, the direction to fast without water. Fast on Ekadasi is therefore more significant than on other days. It has been experienced that fast generates willpower. Indecisiveness and fickleness of mind are diminished thereby. One attains greater power of determination. 9. Do sadhana regularly. Ishta and Adarsa, 10th and 11th points, are the backbone of the 16 points, but their realization is possible only through sadhana. That is to say, attainment of Ishta and Adarsa is an impossibility without sadhana. Sadhana and Ishta are comparable to preceptor and God. God is unattainable without preceptor. Similarly, Ishta cannot be attained without sadhana. It is now clear how important sadhana is. There are 6 enemies of mind known as RIPU. and 8 shackles called Ashtapasa. Passion, anger, avarice, enchantment with worldly objects, pride and envy are 6 enemies, Ripu, and the 8 shackles are hatred, doubt, fear, shame, censure, bondage of lineage, vanity of culture, and false sense of prestige. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pratyahara, Dharana, Pranayama, Dhyana, and Samadhi are the limbs of Sadhana. 8 shackles are brought under control by following Yama and Niyama. 6 enemies are subdued by the practice of the other 6 organs of sadhana. Apart from this, point number 9 comprise Sarvatamaka Shaoca, 4 types of yagya, Swadhyaya, Madhuvidya, and Panchajanya too. Sarvatamaka Shaoca includes purity and tidiness of mind, body, clothes, bed, and atmosphere. Yagya, action performed with disinterested and detached mind is called yagya. There are 4 kinds of yagya, namely Bhuta Yagya, Nri Yagya, Pitri Yagya, and Adhyatma Yagya. Bhut Yagya. Man's responsibility lies for the growth and protection of botanical and zoological world as well. Watering and manuring plants and trees, feeding animals and birds belongs to Bhut Yagya. Nri Yagya. There are 4 kinds of Nri Yagya. They are Sudrochit, Vaishyochit, Kshetriyochit, and Viprochit. That which requires sheer utilization of physical labor is called Sudrochit service. Helping a needy person in cash or kind, provision of food and clothing to beggars is Vaishyochit service. To protect others by endangering one's life is Kshetriyochit service. Viprochit service entails guiding and bringing a man on the path of righteousness who has gone astray through good counsels and advices. Supreme Command lays great emphasis on Viprochit service. Pitri Yagya is accompanied by recitation of a mantra wherein the sacred memory of ancestors, sages, scientists of yore is invoked. We remember our forefathers because we are their continuity. Similarly, scientists of the ancient ages made life secure and comfortable by their discoveries and inventions. We therefore adore them in our memory. It is therefore necessary to recite mantra during Pitri Yagya. It is an integral part of bath. Bath is incomplete without Pitri Yagya. Adhyatma Yagya. Ishwar Pranidhana is a part of Adhyatma Yagya. Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means clear understanding of scriptures and philosophical books, not only to understand the subject by reading or hearing, but also to understand its significance, the underlying idea. 10. Observe uncompromising strictness and faith regarding the sanctity of the Ishta. 11. Observe uncompromising strictness and faith regarding the sanctity of the Adarsa. 12. Observe uncompromising strictness and faith regarding the sanctity of the conduct rules. 13. Observe uncompromising strictness and faith regarding the sanctity of the Supreme Command. Preceptors' words are divine injunctions. Aptavakya. These words retain their validity for eternity. They are therefore called Supreme Command. 14. Always remember the content of your oaths. 15. Regular participation in the weekly Dharma Chakra at the local Jagriti should be considered mandatory. In sadhana, every sadhak releases an individual spiritual vibration. During collective meditation, Dharma Chakra, vibrations of all sadhakas unite to form one powerful vibration. Atmosphere is sanctified, with the result those with most unsteady mind also experience spiritual elevation. Consequently, they feel excellent mental concentration. Dharma Chakra enhances power of concentration of those lacking it in their sadhana As a consequence, their sadhana becomes highly effective. Regularity in Dharma Chakra slays one's individualistic attitude and transforms it into the spirit of collective welfare. He is thereby inspired by collective interest instead of selfishness. One should visit Jagriti and complete his sadhana. Even if Dharma Chakra is already over, one should give up his one-time meals if for some reason he couldn't attend DC. Food so renounced should be fed to a hungry man. This compensates the loss to a great extent accrued from non-participation in DC. 16. Observe C.S.D.K. Conduct rules, seminar, duty, Kiirtana. It is essential to have full knowledge of the code of conduct. First, one should know the principles of conduct and then their explanation. Yama Niyama, Panchadash, and social norms form code of conduct. Yama and Niyama is the spine of the code of conduct. Yama Niyama occupies a very important place in human life. It is the starting point of the journey of human life. Yama and Niyama is not the end of life. It is a means to higher end. Besides Yama and Niyama, Panchadash, social norms, is also a part of code of conduct. Conduct rules introduce one to the society. Therefore, 16 points enjoins upon every ANANDA Margi to follow them strictly. Seminar. It is very important to acquire the knowledge of philosophical and sociological scripture. Knowledge is generally acquired through the study of books, but certain intricate problems of the philosophy and sociology seem insoluble by personal study. Their solutions can be had and the doubts dispelled by listening to the lectures of scholarly men and also through discussion with them. Such a precious opportunity is available in the seminar, which is conducted especially for this purpose. How can we teach others unless we are ourselves well versed in the philosophy? Without possessing correct knowledge, how can we bring those on the path of bliss who are loitering at random? Organization conducts seminars for our benefit, and they are thus boon for us. We should be grateful to the organization. Duty. It is important to acquire the knowledge of philosophy and ideology, but its worth lies in materializing that knowledge in the field of activity. Otherwise, mere knowledge creates ego and vanity. Man is reduced to a glib talker and converted into a lethargic in the absence of effort based on the acquired knowledge. In order to remove lethargy, we must engage ourselves vigorously in ideological activities. Kiirtana. One should dance Kiirtan at least once a day. It lets loose fountain of joy, aids in sadhana, removes obstacles, relieves physical ailments, kills worries and anxieties, and lastly, increases longevity. So intelligent people should do Kirtan as much as possible. Kirtan is accompanied by Lalit dance. In Lalit Marmik, hands must be more than 90 degrees. This is gesture of surrender. When one feels the pain in surrender position, must bring down the hands in Namaskar gesture. And when get relief from the pain, must bring hands back to the same surrender position. At the same time, the feet should move alternatively, placing the right toe behind the left foot heel and left toe to the right foot heel. Besides Kirtan, there are two other dances which helps spiritual development, Tandava and Koski. Men should perform Tandava twice a day. It is prescribed for males only, but the Koski is beneficial for both women and men. Hence, it should be performed daily.